Hi everyone, happy Sunday. We're starting the vlog a little bit early today. It's Sunday afternoon around 3:30 and I came in to print off some documents. I have a closing really early tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure that I left everything ready for tomorrow. I had all the copies and everything that I need signed, marked and flagged and everything. So I don't usually come in on Sundays, but today I wanted to make sure that, by tomorrow morning, because it's like right when we open, that I have everything covered and ready to go. So yeah, I was here for about an hour and now I'm about to head home. I probably won't do much more in terms of work or for the firm until tomorrow, so we'll check in then. Happy Monday everyone. So I just got done doing a closing and now I am recording. Well, I've sent the deed and deed of trust to be recorded online. We use Simplifile to record documents online with the counties. And so I'm waiting for those to get approved, and then I will begin doing the disbursements. So that means like cutting the checks for the real estate agents and paying off anything else that was due at closing. And then I will be heading off to the post office to overnight some documents. Ajane is here. She just stepped out to do a consult. She arrived a little after I had finished my closing. Thankfully everything went well. The buyers were great, the sellers were great, all parties were great in this transaction, so it was really good. Now for the rest of the day, after going to the post office, I will be getting in contact. I have to get in touch with a couple of my sellers just to verify some of the information, and then to schedule signings for the sellers. And I got a couple calls about a refinance and someone that wants a quitclaim deed, so I'm going to be getting in touch with them. It's just me and Ajane in the office today. We have an interview today for what could potentially be a new legal assistant. We'll see how that goes. Our new summer law clerks are set to come about mid-May, so a couple weeks. I'll bring you along to the post office later when I go.
Hi everybody, happy Monday. So today has been very busy. I don't think I mentioned this before, but on Monday through Friday, most Mondays through Fridays, I do virtual school. My younger brother, he has Down syndrome and autism, and he's still virtual. He's 21 and he's graduating this year from high school, but he doesn't go back in person to school because he has some health issues and he's not wearing a face mask and he's not going to social distance. So we chose to keep him home this year. So as a part of that, I get up very early in the morning and we do virtual school with him and his teacher in his class. And so I did that today. He did really well and it kind of went by pretty quickly, but that's one of the things that I do before I come to work. So I do that. I think we usually start around 7:30 in the morning, and then I come here around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, just depending on how long his classes take for his live instruction time. Once I got here today, Alexia had just finished her closing, and so I started helping her with doing the reconciling, and I do a lot of the trust accounting and all that as manager partner, so I just kind of go over. Plus, when you have a trust account or real estate, it's always good to have two eyes, so I can help her and she helps me when it comes to that stuff. So I just started balancing that account out, which was perfect timing. I had a consultation and my client came 30 minutes early, which I wasn't mad at, because here I always buffer for 30 minutes on the front end and 30 minutes on the back in case something happens, clients run late, things like that. So today felt really good because although it was busy, it was smooth. I don't think we had that many hiccups. Once my client left, it was a very good consultation. I came back to the office and the phone chaos began. Phones have been ringing off the hook all day. I actually was getting emails of like my voicemails while I was in my consultation. Luckily they didn't distract me because I didn't see them till the end, but when I came back I had missed all these calls and I had voicemails, so I just followed up on everything. By the time I finished that, it was time to do a lunch and learn series with the local bar association, and one of our friends is on one of the boards who ran it today. So I want to make sure I gave my support and listened in on that. It was about pro bono opportunities and how to get involved as a young attorney in the community. So I listened to that and then went and got lunch. I wanted empanadas because I've been thinking of Puerto Rico a lot lately. So I went and got empanadas, came back, made some phone calls to clients. Once again, the phones were still ringing off the hook. Just went over those things. I will be working from home on Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, most of the day Wednesday this week. So the next time you see me, I'll be coming to you from home.
Hi y'all, so I was just at the post office. I'm heading back to the office now. I had to overnight some documents. It took a while. It seems to be a theme when going to the post office. I just need to give myself a little bit more time than I expect. But yeah, so it's been a really busy day, productive day. We've had a couple of meetings and my closing this morning. Then getting prepared for the rest of the closings this week and next week. And just getting in contact with a lot of the parties and everything. So it's been busy, it's been productive. I'm going to head to the office now.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I am working from home today. I mentioned that on Monday's video that I had to work from home, have to get some interior work from a storm that happened like 2-3 months ago. They're finally able to schedule. This morning I had to get up at 5 so my husband and I can move our furniture around, and it is 12:30 and the people still haven't shown up, so not very happy about that. They'll hear from me about it. I'm gonna go get lunch because I'm hungry, and I kind of expected for it to move a little smoother so I could take a break when they took a break, but I'm gonna do that. After I moved things, my brother and my dad got to my house around 7:30 for my little brother to have school. So once we finished his class work, I started taking my cases. So I had some emails that came through over last night. Clients are texting and emailing, so just following up with them about some things. Making sure that everything's going well, just looking over our accounts, and also just trying to plan out the rest of the week. We're trying to get our new staff planned out and onboarded, so I'm just kind of doing those behind the scenes things that manager partners have to do. But I'll get back to you all later when I get back home.
Happy Tuesday. I'm here in the office, so it's just me today. I don't expect anything too exciting. Just a lot of phone calls I have to make, follow-ups with clients, and new leads that we got, so following up on them, and just, back to the regular title working and stuff for the new closings that are coming in, which is exciting. I don't have anything in person today, just over the phone, which is good. I didn't bring a lunch, so I might step out to get something, but we'll see because the phones have been ringing off the hook, which is great. I know we talked about our commercial in our previous video, and maybe the one before that too, but it seems to be working. People are calling us. We're getting people scheduled, and I heard the commercial yesterday morning on my way to work. I was just listening to the radio in Spanish, like I do sometimes, and then the commercials came on. I wasn't even thinking about it, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I know that voice, and it was my voice. So it was weird to hear it out in the wild. It was interesting though, and it seems like other people are hearing and responding, because I'll get the calls and they'll be like, yeah, I just heard you on the radio and I wanted to know about this, or wanted to see if you could help me with this. So it seems to be working, which is exciting. I'm just excited for all the things that are, coming up, all the things that we get to do. I'm trying to work on my mindset and start thinking of things differently. There have been a couple of things in the past couple of weeks that have made me really reflect, stop and reflect on, what it is that we're doing and how we're doing it and what we're trying to achieve here, and just in my own personal life you know, what I'm doing and what I want, and whether I am focusing on the right things and prioritizing the right things. So I'm just trying to change my overall mindset to improve my life at least a little bit every single day, or at least every single week. So this week I'm really trying to change my mindset into thinking, instead of like, okay, I have to, you know, rush to get to the office, I'm trying to think of it as like, wow, I get to go to this office. It's a nice office. It's a beautiful office. It's not the biggest office, right? But it is perfect for everything we need right now, and it has an amazing view that I just am so thankful for every day. Studies show that the sunlight helps with productivity, so I will take the distractions if it's helping me, you know, feel better while I'm here. So yeah, I'm trying to just make little modifications to how I see things, how I frame things. So this week I'm working on, you know, seeing my time here as something that I get to do, something that I'm lucky to do, something that I should be grateful for, because I am. But just sometimes, you know, on the way to work when you're just rushing, I don't know if anybody else rushes, but I tend to get caught up in other things in the morning, and then I rush to make it here at a decent time. So yeah, that's how I'm framing it today. Like, wow, I get to come here. This is ours. This is our space, you know, to do the work that, you know, where we get to do, to help people, to create beautiful things, and to mentor others, and to keep growing and learning. And so that's my my personal project for this week, is just trying to reframe things in that way, so that I see things differently, so that I experience them differently, so I feel differently when I'm doing them. So to give it a positive spin, because it is a positive thing, you know. Yeah, now I'm just rambling. Hey everyone, I just stepped out to pick up some lunch. I'm on my way back into the office now. As an update to one of the closings I have for the end of the week, one of the parties requested that we move it up a day. So now I have to see if I can get all of the parties on board and make sure it fits for everyone's schedule. So that is what I am about to go do. Hey y'all, so I wanted to update you. It's around 6. I'm about to leave. I wanted to update you on the closing that got moved up. It did end up getting moved up. It worked out for everybody to do it one day earlier than expected. So thankfully everybody was able to get on board and able to make it to sign on the documents and everything. So that's kind of exciting. We have closing earlier than we expected, and it worked out for everyone. And in addition to that, I was working on documentation for other closings I have coming up. In one, we had to draft an amendment to the contract, so that was nice. It was different. It was interesting, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm about to head out, and I will be back tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow will be equally as busy, equally as productive, and we can get everything off of our list checked off. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. It's about 1. I'm about to take a break for lunch. It's been a pretty busy morning. A few more closings came in overnight and this morning. I'm about to switch over now to get started on the process for those. I think I mentioned in a previous video too, I'm refining our process for how we handle closings, since we do have a few law clerks that are joining us soon who have an interest in real estate. So I want to be able to, you know, share the process in a really clear manner to them. It makes sense to me, and everything gets done that needs to get done, but I want to be able for them to see it and explain it and have a good foundation for how it is that we do things and why. That way, if they ever go out and practice in these areas, they have a pretty good foundation to set up their own process for handling residential real estate. And yeah, other than that, working on getting all my documents in order for tomorrow. The client's gonna stop by too to pick something up, and then a former law clerk of ours might pick something up as well, so that'll be good. Other than that, I don't think anything interesting is gonna happen. If it does, I'll update you, but I don't foresee it happening. I'm probably gonna try to leave a little earlier than yesterday. I was here until about maybe 6:15-ish. So I'm gonna try to leave earlier today, and probably do some work at home. I ended up doing a few more hours of work once I got home yesterday, so I'll probably end up doing the same today, just leaving a little earlier. But yeah, otherwise, if nothing exciting happens, I'll check in with you tomorrow.
Heading to lunch.
Happy Thursday, everyone. It's about noon on Thursday. I've been here for a minute now. It's been a busy morning. I had to run to the bank and met with the client, and been working on our new files that came in. And in about an hour, I'm gonna have some sellers come by for their signing for the closing that's scheduled for today. Yeah, so it's been busy. It's been productive though. Ajane's here in the office with me today. She just stepped out to go get her lunch. And yeah, just wanted to say hi, kind of talk about what we've been working on. I am running a little behind on my marketing content. The law clerks are such a big help with this project, with the whole marketing of the firm. You know, I have certain things that I like to prepare in advance. We have a theme for the posts that we do. The law clerks really help me a lot in preparing, you know, making sure that we have these ahead of time so I'm not scrambling at the last minute. This is our first full week without any law clerks, so I'm just trying to keep up with the posting, keep up with the content creating, and do that in addition to all of the legal work and other administrative work that I have going on. So I'm having to balance a little bit, and the marketing is not first priority today, but I still wanted to make sure that we had something up, so I'm working on that now. So Ajane was telling me that people have noticed that some of the law firms in the area have adopted a similar marketing style or similar marketing content than we have, you know, been consistently putting out for about the past year, I want to say. So that's good to know, you know, that it's working and that it's good enough to catch the attention of other firms. But I want to make sure now that we are able to keep it up consistently. We can't be, you know, falling behind, especially now that other law firms are, you know, doing similar things and have similar themes. And so I just want to make sure that it doesn't fall on the back burner too much. But I'm also having a lot more legal work coming on, which is fantastic, but I'm just having to find a better balance now. And I think that I realized that the law clerks helped me a lot with some of the aspects of the marketing, maybe like making the slides and all of that we post on Instagram, so that way I don't have to take, you know, 35, 40 or up to an hour doing that every week. So we'll see. We have the new law clerks coming in, and I think the first one is here on the 13th, and we shall see if I can delegate some of my marketing tasks back to them so that I can really focus on my legal work while I'm here in the office. As I think I've mentioned before, I'm not as productive at home as I am at the office. I know Ajane is the opposite as me. She's more productive at home than here, but I really like being able to come in here and focus on my work and do it and not be distracted by you know, oh, I have to do laundry, or let's go on a walk with Maya. So yeah, I like having this time here, this space here to do what I need to do, but I'd like to be able to focus on the legal work while I'm here, because that's most important right now. And I guess if I have to do any of the marketing, I could try to do that at home, since there's a little bit more leeway there. But yeah, so I'm just trying to find a better balance to do everything, and to not try to rely so much on the law clerks, because yes, they're great and they're very helpful, but then we go through periods of transition like this where I'm like struggling. Look, it's Ajane.
Hi.
So I'll check back in with you later.
Hi, so I just got back from lunch not too long ago. I went to Co. It's a restaurant in North Hills near our office. I could just kind of pop over and pop back. It takes like 10-15 minutes. I really wanted a poke bowl, so that's what I got. After I ate my lunch, there was a luncheon, a virtual luncheon that I had to attend. I am on the board of the Capital City Lawyers Association, and it was our scholarship reception. Usually it's in person and it's really nice, and you have a nice good meal and everything, but we couldn't do that because of the pandemic, so we did it virtually, and we had a speaker, and the recipients this year were able to kind of talk, and their family and friends were able to join. So it was nice, but it ended early. So once that finished, I kind of finished my lunch and then started getting ahead on some of the other things that I have to do today. So when I first got here, I had a consultation on Google Meet, which was virtual. And then after I did that, I had a few calls that came in. So I just kind of returned those calls and scheduled other consultations. So once I finish this video, I'm going to get ready to start another virtual consult. And then I have one more after that. Alexia's doing a real estate closing today, so I'm kind of just around to help if she needs me for anything dealing with the trust account and such. Also, I just got a call from a clerk for a client who I'm working on some expunctions for, so I'm just trying to follow up with them on what they need from us. But it's a busy day, but it's also a chill day, if that makes sense. I don't really feel like anything's very pressing that I need to work on, but at the same time, there's just a lot on the list. So trying to figure out how I want to go about it. I didn't write in my planner, and that's probably why I feel the way I feel. But the only other thing I think left is to call a paralegal student who wants to intern with us this summer and let her know that she can start on Monday. And that's what I'll do now. Talk to you later.
Hey everyone, it's around 7:30. I'm sitting outside of FedEx. I just overnighted some documents related to today's closing. I didn't get to update you before now. It's just been really busy. I did the closing this afternoon. The sellers came at 1 hour, and then the buyers came at a different hour. And then we recorded everything, scanned it, organized all the documents, and made the disbursements. Now I just overnighted something that needed to be overnighted. And yeah, so it just takes a while to get everything sorted, make sure we're doing everything, you know, according to the lender's instructions. So, but yeah, now I am on my way home. I'm probably going to pick up something to eat because it's late and I'm tired. I'll check in with you tomorrow.
Hey everybody, I am leaving the office pretty late. Right now my clock in my car says 8:45. Usually I am trying to be out of there by 4:30, but I just want to get some things done. I haven't been in the office all week since I had to work from home, and just me being me, I wanted to do as much as I possibly could today so that I can have a lighter day tomorrow. So it's the sacrifice you make sometimes when you have a business. So right now I'm at Subway near my house, about to go in and get a sandwich because I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything. I just want something easy. Once I leave here, I'm going to run over to the post office because our P.O. box is near my house. So I'm going to go there and pick up. We'll see if we have any mail to pick up. So I just left Subway. Now I'm at the post office. I'm about to go in, and I'm going to take you all with me. So Just walking through. So I checked our box and pretty much all we had was junk mail and ads. So I'll come again either in the morning or tomorrow afternoon to check to see if anything important came through.
Hi everyone, happy Friday.
Hi. So today is a Friday. Y'all saw I stayed late last night. Alexia stayed late last night. We had a closing, which we decided, we talked about it before, but we are definitely sure now that we are not doing them after 2:30 anymore because they take so much time. And I like it. It's tedious work, which I kind of like. I know Alexia kind of likes it too. That's part of the reason we do the things we do. But we see it's so much on the back end.
Yeah, there's just a lot that goes into, scanning all the documents, recording them, confirming that it's been recorded, then overnighting the documents to the lender if the lender is involved. So it's like a lot of work to do after the closing, well, before and after the closing. So if we try to stick to not doing them after 2:30, that'll give us enough time to get everything recorded and dispersed. That way we can send out everybody's checks that same day, or they can come pick them up, whatever works out best, and that way the lender can get all their documents on time too before end of business.
Yeah, exactly what Alexia said. When I do my estate planning document signings, they're so short, and clients are like, "Oh, it's only going to take 30 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah, to sign everything, but then I got to scan it. I got to make sure I have the duplicate sent out. I have to do this. I have to record like Alexia does if it's a power of attorney document, which almost always is, and the packages that we provide for estate planning. So it takes a lot more than what clients see. So, just making sure that we're also respectful of our own time. And especially if you can have it recorded the same day, that's even better. So it really helps everyone if we're able to get things done earlier. So yesterday was a struggle, but it was a good struggle.
And luckily we got the things recorded that we needed to get recorded. We just made the cutoff.
Yeah, by like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was great. And it was very quick. So that was fun, in my opinion. I like them. I don't do the actual closing, but I like the back side and the front end of it. So I'm happy Alexia gets them, because the more of them she gets to do, the more I get to get my involvement.
Yeah. And they're coming in, which is nice. It's really nice.
Yeah. Yesterday, one of the reasons I was here late is we have our next cycle of law clerks and interns coming in. So I wanted to send everyone their schedules, because some people start next week, pretty much once a week for the next 3 weeks. Someone's starting, and then someone else starts in June. Then we get to start all over in the fall. So I always try to give people a few weeks notice on their schedules. I just think it's respectful. And just trying to get their paperwork done. So we were talking about updating our policy manual, which is really important if you're a business owner. Even though it's Alexia and I, and we're technically the only employees, we still have a manual. We started it when we started the firm, and then I've updated it a few times as things go on, and especially as issues arise, like breaks, things like that. So just to make sure we have something written down. You always should. It doesn't have to be 1,000 pages. I think ours is like 30, 40 maybe, but it does have the information that needs to be there. And then if you're upset, everyone knows why, because it's clearly here in the policy.
It's really important too, if you deal with confidential information the way that we do, to make sure that everybody's on the same page about what the procedures and processes are, just so that there's no question about this is what we do to keep everything confidential and safe and secure for our clients, and this is what we need to do in order to keep it that way.
Exactly. It's really just cover yourself and cover everybody else. I like for everybody to know the same rules coming in, then we don't have to have those weird discussions, because we all have the same understanding. But yeah, so those are just the things I plan to work on this weekend too. I'm going to send out the onboarding documents for everyone, and start getting emails and stuff set up for the people person who starts next week. I think that, is really exciting. I know Alexia wants to add some things to the policy manual too. But yeah, so that's just some of the HR stuff that you do when you have your own business.
And even if it's just you, you should have one, especially if you're planning on adding more people in the future, the way we are. You know, we're looking for an associate attorney maybe at the end of this year, beginning of next year, so that way we'll already have stuff in place for that. And also, it's just good in general to have everything documented, especially if you're an LLC, even if you're just one person. That way the IRS knows, like, okay, this is a legit business, they have everything written down, and it's not, you're not intermeshing yourself with the business, which can cause you troubles with piercing the corporate veil later on down the line.
Yeah, Alexia, I was literally just thinking about that, because a lot of people think if you have an LLC, oh, well, I don't have to have the annual meetings, I don't have to do this, but you should, because it's just going to make your business more legit in the eyes of the IRS and other regulatory agencies. So if you can treat your business like a business, it's going to just be better. And it just really, to me, it helps eliminate confusion. We all know where we stand. But yeah, I think that's kind of the stuff. Are you doing anything fun?
No, I have to send out the newsletter, so we have a monthly newsletter, and now that it's just us for the next little bit of time, it's up to me to finish it and send it out. I usually send it out on the first of the month, but I think that'll be tomorrow. So I'm gonna wait till Monday to send it out, just, you know, so more people get it in their inboxes and check it. So that'll also give me additional time to work on it this weekend.
Yeah, I am doing our billing. It's the last day of the month, so I always do our bills so that we can have them sent out for the following month. So working on a case right now, a family law case, trying to get a letter written to the other side before I leave here today. Once I put that in the mail, I am going to switch over to billing, and just get those clients, get their bills out, so that way they can pay us. Usually one thing, if you're a business person, if you can send invoices electronically, it is more likely that you'll get paid, because people respond to that better. It's so weird, but it's really a thing. We have clients sometimes who don't have emails, so we have to mail them their invoices, and it can take over a month for them just to get it back. I had a client that had to send it to him a few times, and I know he would pay. He's a nice older man, but it's just he doesn't use technology. So I will say you can get a quick turnaround on that. So if you're a business owner trying to figure out ways to get invoices and things out, you know, try to do something electronic. It will help. And it helps me for efficiency, because I'm that person. Yes, I have it electronic, but I still like to go and manually line everything up, just as like a double check on the system. Sometimes computers make errors, so I do like to check that. But that's what I'm doing today. Once I finish this letter I'm writing, and then I have just another thing I keep putting off, and I don't know why I'm putting it off, because it's not necessarily hard. It's something for a client. It's not super time sensitive. I have like a month or two. I'm usually a person, when I get an assignment, I want to just get it done. Not in law school or anything else. I'll wait until the last minute. But when it comes to our business or work related things, or even at home, I just want to do it and be done with it. But this one, it's not even hard. You know, sometimes it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I know I have to call to ask questions and all that. And then, you know, sometimes that goes a little long. So I'm just trying to beat myself into doing it. If I keep waiting, it might be a weekend thing to make myself do. But yeah, that's that. Oh, and I'm going to film some videos, because I've been slacking. Just haven't been feeling it lately. So I'm going to film some videos this weekend. Since my interior is finally finished at my house, and it looks better. So I'm going to film either probably tomorrow. I'm doing a wine and design on Zoom with my grandma and her sisters and some cousins. So I probably won't be in the best position to film videos tonight, but I'll do it this weekend. Awesome. Yeah. Well, we'll speak to you next week.
Bye. Hey y'all, it's around 6, still Friday. I'm about to head to FedEx to overnight some documents that I need back by Tuesday. So I sent them out to be signed, notarized, and then returned to me. And then the person sent them out this week. They were supposed to get here Thursday. They still haven't gotten here. and I need them back by Tuesday morning. So I am going to send them again just in case the ones they sent before got lost or don't get here on time for Tuesday morning. I'm unable to check the tracking because I don't have the tracking number, and it hasn't been sent to me yet, so I can't check. If I could check, then I wouldn't have to send these again, but I am unable to obtain the information, so out of an abundance of caution, I am resending them overnight and asking that they resend them to me overnight to make sure that they get here, because I am assuming that the other ones will not make it if they got sent by regular mail or if they got lost. I'm not sure, again, since I'm not able to check the tracking on them, but hopefully the person who sent them is able to check the tracking and able to let me know that they will be getting here by the latest Monday afternoon. That way they don't have to send back the documents that I'm overnighting today. Again, it's just out of an abundance of caution, but I just don't want anything to delay the process.